And in verse 20, therefore, if your enemy hunger, feed him. If he thirst, give him drink. For in so doing, you shall heap coals of fire on his head. When he comes to his senses, he's going to realize, wow, I was horrible to this person, and yet look at what this person has done to me. Be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good. And there's the spiritual application of loving your neighbor. I think we underestimate God's interest for the world because we tend to look on the world as this is Satan's world. And we know, and the Bible tells us that the devil is the God of this world. And so we look at it that way as the devil's world, and we sort of reject or put it aside. And that's why today, unfortunately, we have a lot of problems in the world with mental health. And how do we look at mental health? And this is one approach that we're trying to look at. Katrina and I are working on mental health based on what our understanding of mind and what consciousness, what those two elements, those two spiritual elements in humans, what they are and how they should be treated. This is all part of loving your enemies, loving those who are weaker than us, those that we wouldn't necessarily care about. We have to be very careful how we talk about evil in this world. People, as it says here, they don't understand what they're doing. We have to forgive them because they just don't know what they're doing. And we have to be not open to the evil, but open to the people and understanding of the people. How many people today would dine as Christ dined with prostitutes and publicans? You know, we need to ask ourselves, not that we are wanting to do that, but if you got into a situation where that happened, how would we react? And that's loving your neighbor according to the way Christ set the example. This is more righteousness. And as he goes on here in verse 46, for if you love them which love you, what reward have you? Do not even the publicans the same? This is loving your neighbor as yourself. And if you salute your brethren only, what do you more than others? Do not even the publicans so? Everybody salutes their like, so to speak. As it says on this slide, the publicans, it's equal love. They greet their equals. Christ didn't just greet his equals. As I have loved you. He greeted and served those that were lesser than him, those that were much lesser than him. So here we have the higher loves and serves and washes the feet of the lower. And this is the switch from the letter of the law to the spirit of the law. The letter of the law, the higher greets the higher and the lower greets the lower. But the higher never greets in that sense or never serves those who are underlings. With the spirit of the law, there is no, in that sense, higher and lower. The higher treats the lower with respect and greets and serves just as God gives rain to the unjust and to the evil.
Uncover the mystery of Adam and Eve's nakedness. Unravel the ambiguous connection between the Hebrew term for naked and the serpent's subtlety. Join us for this free mini-course and gain a profound new perspective on biblical Hebrew. TheExplanation.com/naked